starting of course with the oldest, the Mi'kmaq, the indigenous tongue here in our region. And then followed by the English, our secondary recognized language, and our third recognized official language, the French. So to welcome you to the city of Halifax in our 3 official languages with those imagination and pretend we're at a time of year where grass grows in Nova Scotia. The grasses we see at the top of the hill would be, now that's light years. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, friends of all ages, welcome to Halifax Harbour. Now, Halifax Harbour is the second deepest natural ice-free harbour in the world, second only to that of Sydney, Australia, where these folks do not live.
Did you just assume they were Australian?
Just a little bit of a wake there from that pilot boat. Right? Captain Rachel was just making sure all y'all were awake. Now folks, now she is clearly our itty-bitty teeny-tiny little baby sister, and what I mean by that. So the first non-Indigenous settlers arrived on the Halifax side in 1749, and Halifax was granted... Anyone happen to know what a privateer was? It is above our tax bracket. Now folks, right now some of our wharves here are having some work done by the hard-working folks at Eagle Beach Marine. The building that we see in the background here behind this vessel, the one that looks like a capital A with the top chopped off and is wrapped in the nautical flags, that is the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. Contained within that building is the largest independent exhibit of items salvaged from the Titanic. Now, the majority of those were salvaged by a vessel known as the Mackie Bennett, a cable-laying ship based out of the Halifax Cable Wharf. The building that we're passing right now, this large glass structure, this is Summit Place. Now that was built at the time of the G7 summit here in the city of Halifax. Us turned around, you will be able to see George's Island up close and personal. Now the fortification that tops George's Island is also enjoy the company of our international guests. We get all 4 seasons in one day in Halifax. Not today, but sometimes. They employ nearly 20% of the 580,000 people that live in the HRM point. Now, if you think of Halifax Harbour as being shaped like a big spoon, the mouth of the harbour and the narrows, of course, are the handle of the spoon, and then the Bedford Basin itself, right, the mouth portion of that spoon, of just a little under 72 meters. 2 separate vessels factor into the story of the Halifax explosion. One of them had already been in the Bedford Basin, grouped with the rest of its convoy, and awaiting a shipment of coal. She was a Norwegian vessel, and then we will all be safely back on land together. Ask me if my lower back is familiar with the bunk bunk bunk.